Hey guys, Tony here, and yeah, back to do another recent vinyl editions. Uh, got a few things, got about 9 records here. Mostly used stuff. I've been shopping just a little bit cheaper. But I got some cool stuff that I'm really happy about. I'm expecting a few things in the mail. A couple things obviously I bought online, and I gotta say I think I'm actually having my first problem buying something online from eBay. Unbelievable. I'm not. It's not resolved yet, and I'm not going to really get into details with it. But I basically won an auction on something. I got it for a good price. Luckily it's only $9, and I don't think the seller's shipping it to me. I think he's being a dick. Really. I've just been kind of dealing with it now, so I'm just a little annoyed. I've tried contacting this guy, and there's been no response. Um, Maybe they just weren't happy with how much the auction ended for. But took my money, and it hasn't marked it shipped. It's been a few weeks, no response, so I got to put in a claim for it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Come on, you're gonna sell something. Anyway, I guess it's something. It's little, but still a little annoying. I'm still waiting on a few things. I'm waiting on a big item, which I talked about as well. A few things just seem to be taking a while, and I guess it just happens. Anyway, um, one piece of really good news. I picked up a ticket to a show today, and I'm thrilled about it. I can't wait. It's on Tuesday. I bought it at the record store. They sell tickets through this for this, I guess, production company. If you could see that, Earth. I'm going to see Earth on Tuesday. And they're actually playing at, I believe it's a museum. It's the Wadsworth in Hartford. And yeah, I'm going to that on Tuesday, and I'm ecstatic. Can't wait. So that's some good news. Another thing is I'm kind of having like I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it a dilemma, but basically, I'm a smoker. I've been a smoker for friggin' ever, and I've been trying to quit, and I've just been having such a hard time at it. I think it was Dimebag, he knows what I'm talking about. It's not easy, man, and for non-smokers, it's hard to understand. Like, my wife doesn't smoke, she hates it, and, so I've been trying to quit, and it's just been difficult. So I think I'm just basically putting my foot down, and I'm gonna hand over. This might sound crazy, but I'm gonna hand over my debit card to my wife for a couple weeks. Say, look, I'm gonna quit smoking. Here's my card. Takes away, I won't be able to buy them. There's not a lot of people around at work to bum them off of or anything, so hopefully that takes care of the problem. I just got to do it. I'm sick of the expense. I'm sick of, there's also the health issues to worry about and everything else, but mostly it's the expense. Christ, they've become so expensive, and I'd rather use that money and buy vinyl, to be honest with you. So yeah. So anyway, in giving her my debit card, that kind of also takes away my ability to buy records for the most part, at least go to the store. So I don't think I'm going to be buying anything for a little while, but I think it's necessary. It's something I got to do, and it's difficult. And I tell you, when I try and quit, I'm like a bear. Ugh. But I'm sure many of you know what that's like, and I've been there, and, it just sucks. I wish I never started, but, what are you going to do? Anyway, one other thing, too. I just wanted to say I really appreciate all the videos going around about the vinyl community. A lot of shout outs. It's been really cool seeing everybody's videos, and just wanted everybody to know that I truly appreciate everybody out there, from the people that watch and comment to the people that make videos. You guys have inspired me in such a huge way. I know I say it all the time, but I really want to express that point to you. Since I was like 12 years old, music has been like everything to me. And as I've said many times, I was for a long time stuck in a rut where I was just listening to the same, I want to say like 20, 30 bands or something. I mean, maybe a few more, give or take. And that was it. I wasn't really discovering anything new. I used to rely on being out and hearing something, or a friend of mine turning me on to something. And as you get older, you know, you don't go out as much. You don't see those friends as much. And, you know, it just becomes a different kind of thing. And I was just not discovering new music. And this community has turned me on to so much stuff. I mean, you guys see, I mean, I'm showing records from things that you guys have turned me on to, and I would have never probably discovered them if it wasn't from you guys. So yeah, just know that I appreciate everybody out there. I appreciate everybody taking the time to watch my videos. I mean, as I say, you know, it's not the most exciting thing, but you know, it's funny. I never thought I'd be doing anything like this, and I know a lot of you guys say that too, but I just never would. And you know, I had to get over kind of this trepidation of what if somebody sees me that I know, or you know, anything like that. I mean, most people, co-workers see me, or my friends see me, because I really haven't told a lot of people about this. And I've had friends to see this, just come across one of my videos, and you know, they kind of break my balls a little bit, but they end up thinking that it's actually a pretty cool thing. And I'm sure if coworkers saw it, they'd probably just snicker about it behind my back, and what difference does that make to me? But or they might enjoy it. I'm sure they think I'm probably a pretty big geek anyway. So yeah, I mean, but I gotta say that even if you go back to like my first video, I'm like wearing sunglasses, like, you know, like I'm trying to hide who I am, and if anybody that knows me is gonna see me, they're not gonna recognize me. I mean, so anyway. But I just wanted to say that I'm really glad I do this. I'm glad to be a part of this community. It's just such a cool thing, and really, you know, I'm not gonna go through a list of everybody's names. I mean, but I just appreciate all of it, and it's such a cool thing. And just meeting people from all over the world. I mean, that's such a cool thing. Getting turned on to music, discussing music. I mean, it's a great thing to collect records in itself, but with this, I mean, you kind of get to show off everything that you buy. I mean, I don't have people over all the time, and when I do, I'm not necessarily going to bring them in here and show them my records. So that's one of the good things about collecting, is to talk to people and show people what you bought. So I just want to say, yeah, again, awesome, and I really appreciate this community. It's amazing to see how it's grown. So anyway, enough of me talking. I'm probably going to run out of time. I probably guarantee it. So let me show you the records. First up, a heavy record here. Tim Hecker, Rave Death, 1972. Very dark. It's basically, I would say it's drone music, but it's fantastic. It's going to take a long time to really digest all this. I picked this up today, actually, and listened to it, and it's very, it's like, I don't know, it's probably the sound of post-apocalypse. I mean, it's just something else. My first exposure to this guy, and really, I'm glad I picked this up. 2 LPs, and this is on Cranky Records. Love that photograph too, the piano. So that's my first one. A couple things here. I got like a few things from the same artist. So first up, a couple Tim Buckley. Tim Buckley, Happy Sad. Again, with Tim Buckley, I've just kind of fallen in love with not only his singing, but the music, everything. I started out liking his folkier, earlier stuff, but I really am starting to really like his jazzy material more. I mean, very heavily influenced by jazz and avant-garde jazz, and this is along those lines. It gets a little bit more out there on other albums, but love the feel of this stuff, the atmosphere. This is a used copy I picked up for $5, obviously, if you can see. A clipped corner, but the record's in decent shape. Maybe a little bit of surface noise, but plays perfectly. On Elektra Records, and later pressed on the red Elektra. And yeah, love Tim Buckley. Very beautiful stuff. I mean, Dream Letters on this, Gypsy Woman. Excellent stuff. A Song for You. Cool to find that. And another Tim Buckley from right around the same time. Blue Afternoon. Excellent, excellent record again. More jazzy. You can still hear kind of the folk a little bit, but a lot mostly jazz. This is an original on Frank Zappa's Straight label. Let me pull this out. Well, first it's a gatefold, clip corner again, a little bit beat up, but again, this record's actually in better condition than the other one. Cool gatefold. Gotta love Tim Buckley. If you're not into him, I highly recommend checking him out. And yeah, on the Straight label, Frank Zappa's label. Very, very cool. Glad to find these. An album that I've wanted forever and just for some reason could never find. And I was at the record store today and I asked the owner about this because I didn't see it, and they were like, no, we don't have it. So then I was talking to a friend of mine that works there, and the owner kind of came up from behind me. It was just like, so I was like, cool, I bought it. Bowie, Low. This is, I guess, one of his part of the Berlin trilogy, I think it is. A few albums that he made in Germany. I never realized how influenced by krautrock he was, especially on the second side of this. But very excellent condition too. Cool thing about this is that it comes with well, a couple things. First, it still has the David Bowie fan club letter in it, and it just shows, I guess, how to sign up and all his albums from around the time. Very, very cool to have. Also, it also had an article from it's actually from Circus Magazine from 1975, I believe. And it's a review of just a David Bowie review. I didn't get a chance to read it yet, but yeah, it was cool. It came with that. And this one is a review of George Harrison's Dark Horse, and an advertisement for Pretty Things album. So it was cool it came with that, and I'm just so happy to get this album. I've looked around for it. I came close to getting it once and somebody else grabbed it. Just one of those records. So new album here, double LP. Beautiful, beautiful folk music. Thurston Moore from Sonic Youth, obviously. Demolished Thoughts. Really nice 2 LP set. Produced by Beck. I guess this is a limited edition on colored vinyl. It's a clear blue, which is really nice. And yeah, beautiful stuff. I mean, really, just really nicely done, nicely produced by Beck. Orchestration on here, but for the most part, just a really nice, mellow folk album. Very well done, and gotta listen to it some more, but like it a lot. I picked up a John Cale record. This is Vintage Violence. It's his first solo record, and I definitely enjoyed it. It's probably not his best, but they say that the cover, it's him with this glass mask on, and he said to him it kind of represents that it's not really him on this record. He said it was just kind of I don't know, like it was a failed attempt, or he was just kind of learning to do this whole thing by himself, and so it just kind of represents that it's not him on this, but I really enjoyed this. Probably has one of his more popular songs, Big White Cloud, on it, but yeah, really nice and really good condition for $10, and you can't beat that. John Cale was just the man. Really experimental, creative side to Velvet Underground, and yeah, very cool to get this. You can see that. Alright, and now I have, for the final 3 records, 3 albums by the same artist, and glad to get these, really. Two of them are actually from the same collection. The record store got a really cool collection in, and I was lucky to be there shortly after it came in. Pink Floyd. This is Adam Hartmother, and I don't think it's an original. It might be just an early press on Harvest. But yeah, I love that cover. They said this was kind of in response to how Pink Floyd's covers were always very psychedelic, and how space rock was, you know, just always had creative covers, and they wanted just the plainest thing ever. But something about this cover too, I mean, maybe because it's associated with Pink Floyd, that I kind of look at it as being out there, you know, and you got the 3 cows on the back. I just think that's so neat. And yeah, there's the gatefold. Happy to get these. And it's on Harvest. You can see that. So yeah, happy to get this. In pretty good shape too. Very good, I would say. So yeah, Pink Floyd. Another Pink Floyd. I'm kind of going out of order here, but another Pink Floyd that I've wanted for a long time and just can never get my hands on them. Pink Floyd always sells, man. Like, they're never in the store. They just sell. Wish You Were Here. I believe this is an original. Here's the inner sleeve. Excellent album. I mean, this is a classic. And it's on Columbia, if you could see that. Whoops. Love Pink Floyd. I've been on a big Pink Floyd kick. There's still a few albums I need to get, mostly early stuff. But yeah, excellent album. And finally, Obscured by Clouds. It's actually a soundtrack, if you're not familiar with this, but really, really very good album. Maybe on one of their underrated albums because it's a soundtrack. I don't know, but Obscured by Clouds, When You're In. There's some really rockin' tunes on here too, I think. Burning Bridges, I think, was one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Childhood's End, Free For, Stay, Absolutely Curtains. Very, very cool. They basically set up, watched the film, and recorded to do the soundtrack. The film, I believe, is a French film. In English, it translates to The Valley. So, it's soundtrack to the film. Very, very cool. This is also on Harvest. This is an original on Harvest. So, very, very cool to get this. Just a few albums. I still have to get the Piper at the Gates of Dawn. I really want to get that one. And, so yeah, that's it, guys. It looks like I didn't run out of time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. And again, I've been enjoying everybody's videos. There's been a lot going on. And yeah, take care, guys. Thanks for watching.